4 days after launch, only 4, FNTASTIC, the studio behind the day before, has announced that they're shutting down. So, an effort to speedrun themselves out of the fucking industry as fast as possible, FNTASTIC just announced on Twitter that they're shutting down. Like, today we announced the closure of FNTASTIC Studio. Unfortunately, the day before has failed financially, and we lack the funds to continue. All income received is being used to pay off debts to our partners, which, by the way, is against the Steam terms of service. If you needed funds from early access to continue development, that's against the terms. This game should be taken off of Steam just based on the first statement alone. We invested all of our efforts, resources, and man hours into the development of the day before, which was our first huge game. We really wanted to release new patches to reveal the full potential of the game, but unfortunately, we don't have the funding to continue the work. It's important to note that we didn't take any money from the public during the development of the day before. There were no pre-orders or crowdfunding campaigns. We worked tirelessly for 5 years, pouring our blood, sweat, and tears into the game, using assets, delivering a half-baked product, and lying in all of your marketing material and then deleting it the year of release is horseshit. We apologize if we didn't meet your expectations. We did everything within our power, but unfortunately, we miscalculated our capabilities. Creating games is an incredibly challenging endeavor, especially when you have volunteer developers from all over the world who aren't even getting paid for their work. Imagine that. Must be hard making revolutionary MMOs when you don't even pay the people working on it. I'm literally just getting ready for stream and they broke the news on Twitter that it was over. Now, I heard rumblings in the community that their financials weren't looking so good. They lied, they misrepresented themselves and the product that they were making. They copied trailers and assets from other games, and they bought a shit ton of assets and used that to develop the title. Now, I have nothing against marketplace assets, but when you sit here and you tell me that you've been working on this game for 5 years and there's just a shit ton of assets laid all throughout this game, I just don't believe you. But this is the end of the road for the day before. I have never seen a game go from the most wish-listed game on Steam to shutting down the game. What's it been? 4 days after launch? The biggest crock of shit scam we have ever seen in the survival genre. And the problem is to this day, there are still people defending the practices of FNTASTIC. This game has made me lose hope in the gaming community as a whole, and I'm just going to be completely honest with you guys. I put a tweet just underneath this announcement where I basically said, like, this was an absolute scam. The game should be delisted from Steam, and you should never be involved in the industry in any capacity again. Fuck off. And dude, they took the very little bit of money that they made, they ran off with it, they're gone, they're done. And yet, there's still people down here defending the fucking game. How is it a scam? They didn't make you buy it. They lied about the game in trailers, deleted the trailers afterwards, they sold a subpar product, and then shut down 4 days later. How is that not a scam? And there's people defending it. Like, it blows my fucking mind. They took people's money and ran. How is that not a scam? Because you received the product, not the product they were advertising. I've lost all faith. All I can say is shout out to everybody who tried the game for themselves and then got a fucking refund when you realize that they lied, they cheated, they used a shit ton of marketplace assets, and it just wasn't the game that they sold to you in their marketing. And the biggest problem that I have with this situation is it sets a precedent for future titles to be looked at under a fucking microscope because of people like this. And maybe they should. But it begs the question, like, all of these games that we're getting excited for, this is just another chip in the armor of the industry, especially in the indie space here. The survival genre as a whole has been just shit on for years now. But I fully believe that the way that they have abandoned all of their other games to move on to the day before, and now 4 days later, they're shutting down the studio. But then it's weird. They do say here, at the moment, the future of the day before and prop night is unknown, but the servers will remain operational. How long they're going to be operational for, who fucking knows? If the studio is shutting down, who's gonna be making any more updates to the game? There's nothing. If you bought prop night, shit out of luck. If you bought the day before, issue a refund and link to this tweet by saying, hey, the studio just shut down 4 days after this game went on sale. What the fuck? I don't want to hear a fucking word from anybody in the comment section saying, oh, but Big Fry, the game's actually pretty fucking good. I don't want to hear it, dude. I'm so sick and tired of people buying into these stupid fucking games all the time when it's clear as day, looking at all the red flags, looking at the discussion, look at how many times they've lied over the last 3 years. These guys are scam artists. We fucking called it from day one, and still this industry is filled with you fucking losers buying into these games, defending these industry practices. It shouldn't be the standard. 4 days after launch, it is inexcusable. It is against the Steam's terms of service, and you shouldn't be defending this fucking bullshit. There is a clear difference between liking a game that people don't like and excusing bullshit like this. And to anybody who defends the day before after this statement, fuck yourself. We called it from the jump. We got a lot of hate for it. We followed this all the way through to the end, and look at what happened. Lies, manipulation, gaslighting. I have never covered a game that has shut down 4 days after launch. Yeah, the servers are still operational. Guess what? No more updates are coming to those games. You're done. If you guys thought that there was potential, well, the developers could, you know, bring the updates and bring it. It ain't happening. It's done. Hi, Jellybean. Hi. I know I'm yelling. It's because I fucking hate people. Listen, my name is Big Fry. Fuck Fantastic. Fuck the day before. Called it from the jump. Those game trailers 3 years ago were fucking bullshit. I'm gonna go live, play some real games, have a couple of drinks, and I'll see you on the next one.